Bro, I didn't mean no offense, bro, to be honest. But you know, we're brothers. And if I see my brother something not today right, as you offered to pray for me, feeling like, you know, things not there right with me, I thought, you know, I'll do the favor back, because what you sow is what you reap. So you pray for me, I pray for you. So you notice something like maybe I'm pushing it too far. But I think when I watched your video about the guy that took his mom's last 500 naira to gamble, basically, what you're doing, you're encouraging gambling. Some people win, some people lose. So he went into tears saying his mother is ill, she has cancer, she's on chemotherapy, and he said, you asked him why is he crying, he said he took his mom's money from her account, her last 500 naira, to buy a ticket. Luckily he won, but I believe there are some guys who didn't win on that day and possibly took their dads or moms or friends' last money feeling like, oh, I'm gonna win today, because gambling is an addiction. So in that situation, I'm not condemning your business completely, but in that situation, I think what you should have said to him, I'm saying this from my heart, you should have said to him, he's lucky today, but don't do that again, because if he didn't win, that means they might not have a meal. They might not even have a meal that day or the next day, and that's stealing. Like, you have to ask your mother to take her last money to go gamble. And I believe, you know, some people borrow money to do these things, and when they're in debt, they end up arrested, they get beaten up and all that. So that was my worry, really. And I will tell you something. In 2019, I was offered endorsement deals from gambling companies that were launching in Nigeria. I went to God with it. I said, in Europe, people are there are regulations. They are regulated. They have more money here. But my conscience didn't let me do that in Nigeria, because our people don't have money. They will go gamble their last money on Arsenal, Chelsea, and what next? They go home, beat their wives, slap their kids, you know, being disappointed, because you know how our country is. So I said no. And I went to God with prayer, and I believe I had an answer. So I heard his voice, and he said, you know, do what you want. God doesn't force us to do things, but he said, I hope you trust me with your finances. So it was a good offer. A couple of months later, through the NFF, you can ask Dayo NAB, I received another message, and he says, Osaze, there is a company here, like gambling company, they want to offer you something. Can I pass your number? I simply said, no, Dayo, thank you. You can call him and ask. I said, no, I don't do gambling. It's not for me. I'm not condemning it. It's for some people. You know, I played for Stoke City. Our sponsors are a very big gambling company here, Bet365, but they're regulated. You know, I'm sure yours is regulated to an extent, but I'm just saying from my heart, like that particular case, if he took his mom's last 500 naira, you should have rebuked him as a brother. You'd have said, you understand, like sometimes if you have free cash, you just play, you know, like everybody does. Most of my friends are footballers. They all do gambling. But it's a big issue here. People commit suicide because of gambling. It's an addiction. So it's a tough one. I'm not condemning people doing it, but if you can control it, that's another thing, you know. The Bible says, don't be overtaken by something, but you can do it. We're allowed to drink, party a little bit, but it doesn't have to dominate us, okay? And I didn't come out with like judgment, bro. I'm coming out with grace. You know me. We were friends. Nobody like party reach me. Nobody like music reach me. You know? We all have our shortcomings. And I'm not coming. I'm actually coming for guys like you, guys like me, because we know, you know, we be guy men, like we like our enjoyments more. But there are some things that we could do better in. I'm not judging you, not condemning you, but when I saw the video you are putting out, encouraging, people are breaking bottles on their heads and dancing, and I asked you, if these were your sons, will you encourage them to do that? So this is how our Christmas should be in Nigeria now. Guys breaking bottles on their heads and dancing like crazy. I'm just saying my opinion. I don't think it's right. maybe once a year you want to go mad, you go to somewhere and do that. But not to bring that kind of thinking into Christmas, because, it's family time, it's nice time. I don't think we will make that day nice. So apologies if I offended you in any way. I was kind of, disappointed in a few other things, because, my heart is bleeding for Nigeria every day. And one reason why I'm supporting Trump is very simple. Lockdown means death for lots of our people. We all witnessed what was happening.